I'm driving, so probably can't even see me unless y'all go into the lights. But this is crazy because I'm gonna upload this video because I'm really behind the game on uploading anything and playing any videos in regards to the Kenneka Jenkins, Kenneka Martin murder slash accident slash we don't know. So, you know, I'm just gonna record this right now because it's on my mind and I'm noticing that I'm needing to record a video or something just to get it off my mind, even though I don't have that long. So I'm driving right now, so I'm not really kind of focused on the camera. But this is your girl Genesis, and I'm out here in the streets in the car, as always. I'm always in the freaking car. And but yeah, I was just listening to Fact Check. I'm a fact check-inite. I support a lot of you guys. I support a lot of you guys by subscribing. I support a lot of you guys by listening to your channels. However, I can't necessarily say that I am exactly a believer in everything that you guys are all saying. But what's interesting is that you guys all have a lot covered from each perspective. And I'm gonna record again tomorrow, maybe over the holiday, kind of reiterate what I'm saying now so that I can get it locked in. But of course you can't see me. But yeah, I kind of tended to, I end up gravitating towards information. I end up gravitating towards what people were saying that made good sense. And yeah, I'm a dropette. Yeah, I'm a Miss Crenshawnite. Yeah, I'm a Meek&Jimmy head. Yes. I'm down with just 33 King Productions because he's a Detroit. I'm one from Detroit. So anyway, side note. But on the other end of it, like I'm down with a few of it. You know, I peep Mike Larry's game. I listen to, you know, K420. I listen to G. I listen to Tiffany and Draper. I listen to all of you guys. I probably left out a couple more that I actually listened to. Total Truth, Fact Check, of course, Queens. But you know, that being said, I always miss my turn, so I have to make sure I'm getting my turn right. But yeah, I'm just recording this video to kind of put out there because I really noticed that you guys all have a perspective covered, and it's really interesting for those who believe it was an accident. You got your accident YouTubers, and for those who believe it was a murder, you have your murder YouTubers, and then those who are in between who believe that it was some foul play, but just some shit wasn't right, and people took advantage of the opportunity of some shit wasn't being right. Though, and you have those YouTubers, so it's not anybody doing anything wrong, you know. And I really want to say, like, if anybody's watching this for real, like, I really want to say y'all need to ease up off each other because it looks really bad on our end, on your end. Us watching you guys argue and fight for nothing and making fun of each other and talking about people who have legitimate birth defects because, yeah, I'm gonna say it, stuttering is a birth defect because I stutter. And it's a birth defect. It's something that happened when you were born. Nothing you can control. So, hey, that's not fair. But the other things, you know, as far as information-wise, you guys are doing such a great job as far as covering information. You guys got us really clear and confused. So don't, you know, get it twisted. But I just need y'all to lay up off each other. I know y'all can't really see this video, and I probably should just turn my light on while I'm driving, but then that's kind of stupid. And I think it's illegal. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna upload this because all I can do is load videos, and it's your girl Genesis, and let y'all know this is it. This is how I feel. But I'm gonna come back and have some more discussion about this because I really have some questions that I want to pose out to everybody because, again, I came a little late. I heard about it when it happened, but I wasn't too, you know, clear on the details, and I didn't really pick up on anything until about October. So by then it was about 2 weeks or 3 weeks into it, and from that point on I've had my strong opinion about everything that went down suspectedly, as well as allegedly, I guess, as well as in real life. See, because I think they're mixing videos together. I think there's some footage of the 6th, and then I think there's some footage of the 9th, and I think they're mixing it up because they know that we don't know the damn difference. And I think that some of the people who are making screenshots and making stills and looking at shadows and looking at reflections, yeah, reflections and shadows, hashtag, shut the fuck up. But those who are looking at reflections and shadows are actually picking up some of the stuff that wasn't edited out. I mean, man is not perfect, so dudes, come on now, y'all gotta live off each other, like for real. And the women killing it in the game. Don't let me start calling out names again because I just did my little roster. But yeah, dudes, like, y'all have to know, like, this is a real thing, and I get why everybody's doing it, and I get why some of you YouTubers are really, really emphasizing, like, you guys aren't backing down, because it's really about the principle that what made me pay attention to this case the most was the fact that it really made me feel like I'm not safe out here. Like, what? I can't go to a party, I can't, you know, and then if you're telling me that that's, okay, so no, let's back up to the fact that you're telling me that that's not the same person that's in the casket that's walking through the halls. So, for that matter, then that's 2 people that's gone, and you're telling me, what? I'm not safe. Dude, no, I'm not safe. It ain't safe, it ain't safe, it ain't safe, it ain't safe. No, it's not safe. That's what you're telling me, that this girl can go to a party, a 19-year-old. I have little sisters. They're not teenagers anymore, but the principle of it is the principle of it. So straight drop, I get you. You know what I'm saying? Fact checks, I get y'all. It's the principle of the fact that y'all want to know what happened. We already going to establish the fact that that was a totally different person. I've replied in comments. I've made my comments. I've made, you know, I've said things, but I haven't really made a video. So this will probably be like my first video. I guess I'm going to do another one. It's going to be super long, like 20 minutes. But still, I've heard longer rants on YouTube than this. So bear with me. But real talk, you know, I'm just going to end this because I'm about to get up off this, my drive. But yeah, but for that matter, yeah, dude, there's so much information. You know, I know I'm all over the place, but there's so much information out there, and you guys have done a great job to get us all this information. But again, if you're telling me that these are different people, now you're telling me there are 2 people dead, or now you're telling me there are 3 people dead, like I said in my comments. You know, you're telling me it's multiple people that already died at the party, in addition to the 3 different Kennekas that we've already seen. Right now, for me, Kenneka is not a person. She represents the principle of women being hurt in this way. You know, you guys going back and forth with the autopsy report, like they can't finagle an autopsy report. Did you guys see the video about the person who figured out how to adjust the time on the timestamps? They can completely change the time. Like, also the other factor I want to get some clarity on is if this is a freaking reenactment. This is what I really got online for. Because if this is a reenactment, we're so stressed about the reenactment of whose confession? Who the fuck told them how this went? Who told them? Besides what footage that they think they have. So the footage that they're saying that they showed us, 36 hours of all this footage that they showed us, they're saying that this is the alleged path that she took. But how do you know all this happened? Like, you're telling, how do you know this is what happened? How do you know what happened? What you're saying it happened to her is what happened to her. What you're telling us, because you're telling us this is a reenactment. So you're mixing in details from the real situation to keep us confused. I think that's part of what's happening. So drop, you're on the right path. You know, a couple of y'all are on the right path. Mike, Larry, you guys are on the right path as far as I'm concerned, as far as presenting the information and opening up the options for us to think about, you know, different scenarios. I think all of you are to some degree right in regards to the details. But as far as the overall, like, you guys, this literally, I used to love this game, but this literally feels like I'm playing Clue all over again. Like, who did it? Was it the maid, you know, with the candlestick in the library? You know, who was it? You know, was it a murder, or was it an accident, or was it an accident that ended up being a murder, or was it a murder that we had to make look like an accident? And you know, it's so crazy because we all watch these little shows, and I've seen episodes of like Blacklist and Law and Order and Criminal Minds where it resembles some of these details exactly. If you go back and look, I mean, even Mike Larry posted about how how there was a couple movies in the 90s that actually had plots that resemble some of our natural daggone, you know, our disasters that we've been having. You know, there's a movie that talks about, that predicts the 9/11. Oh shoot, there's this one, I'm about to miss my turn. There's a movie that predicts about the 9/11. So I'm not saying that you know, because does life imitate art or art imitate life? We don't know. But all I'm saying at the end of it all is that for them to have so many details on what happened to her along the way inside the hotel, I want to know who told them all these details. And if this is footage, then the edited footage, then somebody sat there and watched every single thing that she did. That means somebody was watching, you know. I worked in hotels before. I worked in a restaurant. I run a restaurant now. There's no way you can get locked in that freezer unless someone locks that door from outside. So there's some things that's like, what the hell, you know? I know I've dated a cameraman, and he's told me how green screen is a wonder, dude. All you need is a person with a plain shirt on, and you can kind of almost put them anywhere as long as you have the image of the green of what you want in the background. So you literally have to take like blank footage of the hallway or blank footage of anything, and then just green screen the person in. You know, that footage will be the real footage of that background for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, like he was telling me that there's a way for you to, like, you know, you can go out and record the freeway. And we were doing some B-roll. You can record the freeway, and you just have to record the freeway of the cars going past, and and then you play that on the green screen. So the backdrop actually does look like the street, and it actually could be playing the street in real time, you know, like in real time, but actually playing a loop of it, or actually has a freeze frame of it, of the real street, and it's actually a green screen, and the person that is in the picture is not even really on the street. So you can put somebody like smack dab in the middle of the freeway if you wanted to, you know. So it's just interesting that everyone's trusting what they see so much, some of what they see, some of what they hear. People are trusting, you know, it's just weird. I'm gonna turn the light on for a second while I'm at the light. And it's just super weird. Oh, I guess I can go. That it's just super weird that all this is happening this way. All this information is being trickled out this way. It's just super weird. It's super weird. We've never had a case. All the years that I've been living, and despite how young I look, I've been living some years. So in all the years that I've been living, I've never heard somebody disclose this much information, you know, expose this much information about a case, these kind of raw pictures. I've never seen this kind of stuff. Like, maybe, I don't know, but it's just interesting. So I would like for everybody to lay up off each other when I load this up. I hope you guys hear it and watch it, and you guys get up off each other. You know, there's no need to fight, there's no need to argue, there's no need for all that extra stuff. You don't need to be calling people out. You know, if you guys want to work together, that's great, you know, but you guys are confusing us more. You're not creating a loyalty amongst us. You know, I'm still gonna watch 4 or 5 you guys at one time anyway. However, what you are doing is, you know, you're making me choose based on your behavior. So that's all I really wanted. So I'm really where I'm gonna be. I'm about to pull up now. So pull up. All right, guys. Good night.